Hi everyone, welcome to my first service spotlight. I'm here with Wendy from Tabithas Way. Will you tell us a little bit about Tabithas Way, about the organization and what you do?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Tabitha's Way is a food pantry. So it's Tabitha's Way Local Food Pantry. We have two locations in Utah County, one in Spanish Fork and one in American Fork. Between our two pantries, we serve on average about just under 7,000 individuals every single month.
Amazing.
Half of which are children. So we have a real hunger problem here in Utah County. An estimated 78,000 individuals live at or below the poverty line. And they estimate food insecurity actually happens closer to 185% above federal poverty guidelines. So that means people who seem to be doing well actually are still struggling economically to make ends meet and provide food for their kids. So
Oh, that just breaks your heart, doesn't it?
it does. It's sad.
Yeah. Will you tell me what inspired you to create this, to be with this?
Well, okay, so the name Tabitha came from a biblical scripture. So in the scripture, in the Bible, there's a book of Acts, and in chapter 9, verse 32 through 46, I believe, is the story of a woman named Tabitha.
Yes.
And she served individuals in her community by providing food and clothing for them. And I was meditating and praying on that scripture, and God just put in my heart and said, okay, I want you to leave your career in telecommunications. I want you to start a food pantry. And that has been almost 9 years ago, and here we are. It's just been an amazing, wonderful, joyful ride.
That's amazing.
So, such an honor.
For you to drop everything and just create this.
Well, God knew, obviously.
Yes.
I'd be super happy. I cannot imagine a more fun, exciting, and joy-filled role. I feel honored every day that I get to do this. So
fulfilling.
I love it.
Yeah.
You see the little kids come in, and they're just so grateful for food, or seniors who are struggling to make ends meet. It's such a blessing. People who come express such gratitude for the food that they receive and for the help, and they're just truly, truly grateful that we can help them during their tough time. So
Wow. And how is it personal to you? Why is this something that you hold so dear?
I'll be honest with you. I never was somebody who went without growing up.
Yes.
I had plenty of means and things, and I think this is going to sound really funny, but I personally went through hardships as I was adopted, or was given up or abandoned as a child. And then I experienced some hardships growing up and moved out of my home when I was 15. Even that being said, I never went without. But and through these trials and these things, I kind of built up this wall within me that just didn't let people in, and I was going to be self-sufficient and all these things. And with that wall, not only do you not let people in, you don't let anything out either. And I think I started gaining a lot of my value from the things I was doing. So the money I make, the car I drove, the clothes I had, those, just a lot of false sense of value. Really, walking away from a career and starting this nonprofit, I have learned I have personal value that is not attached to any of those things. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but that's really been my walk. And so it's personal to me, and that I feel like Tabitha I'm blessed to be able to give to other people and help other people, but I have gained so much from doing this. I am just so tremendously grateful that I get to do this, and I feel like I've grown as a person. So it's personal to me in that respect. And then also the relationships that I've been able to forge with this. I have wonderful relationships with those who I serve, those who volunteer, and my coworkers. I feel like I'm surrounded by the best people all the time, and meet the most amazing people, such as yourself, along the way. And look at that. I mean, I feel like I'm the richest person on earth. I have the best life ever. So I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
Yeah, it's interesting that when you're giving so much of yourself is when you really receive the most.
It's so true. It's so true. There's so much joy in giving and in serving. I honestly no amount of money would ever tear me away from this.
That's awesome. And I know you guys have some events like the backpacks and food drives and things. Can you tell us a little bit how people can get involved?
Yeah, you've participated in those, so thank you for bringing that up. So so we have coming up here on August 3rd, our annual backpack giveaway. I believe this is our 8th backpack giveaway.
Wow.
We anticipate being able to provide up to 6,000 backpacks filled with school supplies for children in need. And so it's a little bit of like a children's health fair and backpack giveaway. But we are, if you want to help, we are accepting school supplies. So scissors, glue, crayons, pencils, pens, rulers, those kind of things to put in the backpacks for the kids. And also funds to purchase the backpacks. So the cost of the backpacks are about $5 each. And so we're shipping about $5.50. So, and we're about still 2,000 backpacks short. So you can go onto our website and donate for backpacks if you'd like to help support, get a backpack for a child. So that would be helpful. So
and I've had the opportunity to help with this event and to be able to distribute the backpacks and help put them together. And the joy that this child has receiving something so essential as a backpack is so heartwarming. I mean, that's something that every school year I got a new nice backpack, and that's something that a lot of children don't get.
I remember the first time we had two little boys who came up and they got their backpacks, and as they walked away, they went over and sat down and they opened up their backpacks, and one little boy just said, "I've got new crayons," and he was so grateful for a 50-cent box of crayons. And I realized at that moment that these children never had received anything new, and it was such a huge blessing to them to have something that was theirs and that was new, and especially for them. And it kind of melted my heart. You can't but go,
I know. Thinking about it.
But yeah, it's just such a sweet blessing. And again, they expressed so much gratitude. Mothers would come up to us afterwards and say, thank you so much. It was so hard for us to be able to provide for our kids for everything they need for the school year, and this really helps. Thank you so much for this.
And to give that comfort to the parents as well, who they're trying their best and they want to give that to their children. But
every parent wants their child to just feel normal. And that's a little bit of normal for them. So it's a great blessing, and it's so much fun to give to kids. Is the greatest, funnest thing you'll ever get to do. So it's super fun. You know how that is.
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Of course, all the girls were like, "Oh, who's this pretty princess giving us backpacks?" And so
it was so fun.
They felt like they were in a little fairy tale. So
I felt like I was in a little fairy tale. A boy came in a Peter Pan outfit. It was adorable.
The kids are so cute, so fun.
And then how can people contact you, find you, to be able to help, find out what they can do and where they're needed?
Okay, so we do have lots of need. Again, to feed 7,000 people each month, there's a lot of need there. We need volunteers. It's really simple. You can go onto our website, which is www.tabithasway.org. And you can go onto our website, and there's a Sign Up Genius. So you can click on that to volunteer, sign up to volunteer. We're always accepting more hands to help get food out, volunteer, or pop in. You're welcome to pop in anytime. There's usually something going on. If you have a large group, we prefer you to schedule it to make sure we're prepared. We have the project scheduled for you, but individuals are welcome to pop in. Funds also, pantries, we're highly efficient in what we do, but to, feed 7,000 people a month, there are some expenses. Our cost though is 20 cents per meal. So, $5 is a huge difference to us. It goes a long way. So we can actually provide food for a family of 4 for an entire month with $72.
Oh my goodness.
So if you want to feed a family for a week or for a month, or one person for a week or whatever, go to our website, click on the donate button, donate funds. They will stretch that dollar till it screams.
Yes.
Every penny. So
and that's a cost of maybe a new pair of shoes. So instead of buying a new pair of shoes for a month, you could feed an entire family.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. So we appreciate your support and your help, and it's all just a wonderful blessing to us and to many people.
And this is something that I think is very valuable for families to be able to be involved in as well. I know my family would have been able to come and help with the backpacks and to donate and do those things. And it brings us closer together as a family, and also helps us to understand that we have so much.
Yeah, it really does. And it's wonderful to have your family have come so many times to Tabitha's Way, and I know that your family's reached out to us many times and said, well, what can we do? How can we help? What's your needs at this time? And to have that support, and to have you and your family and others champion us, we're so grateful for that support, because that's what makes nonprofits work.
And it's a wonderful cause. You do such amazing work.
Well, Like I said, I'm honored to do it, and we don't do it alone. We do it with the help of many people, and so we're thankful for your help, and we're welcoming more helpers.
And is there any final things you'd like to say to people, to get them to be involved, to allow them to know how they can help, what they can do, just anything?
Yeah, I think it's really important for people to understand. I think we're under in general as a state and maybe as a county that everybody's doing well. Yes, the economy's gotten better, but unfortunately, due to rising costs in healthcare and housing, we have a lot of families that are struggling. A lot of families. Our average client only comes about 4 to 6 times. So a lot of these families are just going through a temporary crisis, and that's what we're doing. We're neighbors helping neighbors, and you can help your neighbor and make a big difference today by donating funds or coming in and volunteering. We provided 3.8 million meals last year between our 2 pantries, and we can't do that work alone. We need your help. So we invite you to come. We invite you to come take a tour and to join us. And thank you again, always for your continued support. So we're a family.
Yeah, I think those in Utah, we like to believe that we're a very tight-knit community, and this is a way that we can really prove that. To be able to help our neighbors, the people that live across the street from us. You never know what people are going through.
It's so true. It's so true. It's hunger has just not a specific look or face or something like that, and so it's a little bit harder to identify hunger here if you're not really looking for it. And so.
Well, thank you so much for coming and letting me interview you, and for being my first service spotlight. I was so honored that you said yes.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm so proud of you, excited, and thankful for our relationship and for your, as always, continued support and help. You are just a gem, and you have a heart of gold, and we're so grateful. You're a treasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. This again is Tabitha's Way. You can find them at www.tabithasway.org. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.